We're on the Solnick account. Didn't mean to do that. We're on my account. And we should be on YouTube. Now it's sending data. It's trying to connect right now. Okay, we should be good. Cool. So let me know. All right, Ski, how deep is this correction going? Everyone wants a dip until we actually get a dip, right? Everyone wants a dip until we actually get a dip. That's it. YouTube is good. Okay, cool. The YouTube will be recorded. Yes. So, sorry that everything took so... I'll repeat what I said. New setup. Nice. Yeah. So, this really is doing two things. All right. Ski, what's up? All right. So, this is doing two things. One thing is it's just showcasing the new podcast setup that we're going to have very soon when my brother gets here. But two, this entire stream is actually running off of an off-grid system. So I have an EcoFlow battery bank right here that is connected to solar panels. Obviously it's nighttime, but it did charge it up. And so this entire stream, my laptop, the other monitor, the lights, the camera, the microphone, everything is on an off-grid system. So I wanted to test that out and sort of work out the kinks tonight. So that's why I'm late. So apologize for that. But I'm loving this setup, low-key. Low-key, this one's better than the OG. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. Low-key, it looks better than the other one. 10, I give her a 10. What's next for Bitcoin? All right, let's get into it. How long will the battery last for? It should be indefinitely because it's 2400 watts, but by the time I use all of that, it should be daytime and it should be getting charged. So it should be an indefinite off-grid system. So that is the cool thing. So I wanted to test that before I needed to use it for real. So that's what this is. But I spent all day building this. All right, let's get into it. As of the time we're recording, Bitcoin is sitting at $103,000. Ethereum had a little bit of a pullback for sure, so we're seeing Bitcoin dominance rising. But again, me and Alex talked about this morning. It's really okay as long as I don't want to see the 786, which would be like 65%. What I want to see is it to really start to roll over. You know, a dead cat bounce to the 618 for Bitcoin dominance, the 702, all that is fine. All that's fine. So that's really what I anticipate when we look at Wyckoff, you know, distribution. That's what you get. You know? So when we look at textbook Wyckoff distribution, in my opinion, we've just gotten this big push down here. Oops. We just got this big push down here, as we can see. And then we're going up. That's probably about to the 618 from this if you were to pull a Fibonacci. Although this is just a textbook thing, this is probably to the 618, right? And in my opinion, Bitcoin dominance is working on distribution. So that's all I want to see. 618, the 702, which is about 64.68%. That's all well and good. That's all fine. And that's what we're seeing. Bitcoin's not really down today. Ethereum's down a little bit more. But, you know, we have to keep in perspective about Ethereum. Like, Ethereum has been rocking and rolling up 80+% since April 7th. You know what I mean? Like, that is, that's a lot. That's a lot of stock market gains. 89% in 30 days. Music too loud? Ski, the music. Are we too loud on YouTube? Is that better? Is that better, guys? Key question. How do you come there were no retest back in November? Just straight up. That's how Bitcoin goes. That's how Bitcoin goes. It's boring, boring, boring until it's not. That's what we see. We see this over and over and over and over again. Right? So just looking at Bitcoin. So the question was, why was there no backtest in November? It's what you would call a disbelief rally. And in my opinion, that's where we're at. We're in a disbelief rally. So what we see, and I'm not used to doing the laptop. I'm going to get a mouse next time, but that's okay. I just wanted to test this laptop out and see, like, by the way, it seems like the KBS is better. Almost. I don't know if the stream, like, latency, I don't know how everything's looking, but it seems like it's actually better than my normal stream. But what we see, though, when Bitcoin's on a downtrend, it's grueling. And then it starts to break a downtrend, and it's slowly, and then it is suddenly. So why was there no backtest back in November? Because it got into the suddenly phase. And in my opinion, that's where we're at now. So Bitcoin from November through April was in a downtrend. Now we're in the uptrend, slowly grueling. And when it breaks above an all-time high, it's going to be suddenly. Nothing creates FOMO like an all-time high. I wish it wasn't true. I wish that were not how it goes. Because in reality, retail's going to get wrecked. They're going to buy the top because that's what they do. They buy the top, they sell the bottom. I wish it were not the case. I wish. But that's the reality. Nothing's going to create new crypto holders like an all-time high. When can we stake our Solnic? Do you have info on staking? Alan, great question. Very, very soon. It's in the final phases right now. And we're onboarding it onto the main net. It then needs to get tested from a third party. But Alan, it is very, very soon, and on-chain could literally be any day now. I'm not sure when that's going to be. Thanks for the follows. I should turn these beeps off for next time, but that's okay. Retail's not buying Bitcoin 100%. Me, myself, and I. Thank you for the $1.99 donation, brother. Says, Ski, can you do Mover? Is it dead? I got you, bro. Let's take a look. Is Mover dead? Oh my god. I don't mind this chart at all. In the micro, for sure. Let's take a look on the macro here. No, I don't mind this. I don't know what the inflation is on this coin. Let's see. FDV is 84 million. Market cap is 68 million. There's a little bit of inflation there. Not a crazy amount. Not a, an alarming amount. Has there been past inflation? A little bit. A little bit. So I would just anticipate a retrace here. Even off of this retrace would be $27, $28. I'd be cautious around retracements. I mean, that's still a 3x. I would de-risk there. And then even the macro retracement would be crazy. $266. Bitcoin to 120K. Yes, that's the next big move in my opinion. 118 is mine. I have a theory. Bitcoin dominance is retesting. So Bitcoin can break all-time high, then FOMO rally into alts. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I think is going to happen. I made it. Hey, me, myself, and I. Hey, Jilly. What's up, guys? He says, oh, shit. Oh, man. All right, so let's get into it. What coins you guys want to look at? We'll look at all your guys' coins. Man, bro, I'm not gonna lie. This setup, low key, is better than my other one. Low key, this setup is better than my other one. I'm not gonna. He says Bonk V Chain. What's the probability of Bitcoin correcting to back to 95K after reaching 120K? I would say decent. I would say more like 100K, right? But 95K is potato. Algorand, $1 to $2. Moonwell. Jay says this setup's a lot better. How do we sound on the microphone? Is the microphone good? This is a completely different microphone too. All right, let's look at Bonk. Dot. Let's try to look at your guys' coins. Make sure you guys spam the like button, hitting the share, so other people can spam that like button. I saw somebody say bonk, so let's start it off with that. This looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna keep it a buck. So this entire thing went to price discovery. I'm pretty sure. Very close to it. Let's get rid of this. I like this, though. This looks pretty good to me. It looks like it's working on accumulation here. I would call this your selling climax. I would call this your secondary test, your spring. And this is now your sign of strength and even gotten your back test. Downside targets would be 0, my God, 0.0000153. This is why I don't like coins like this. Too many zeros. Retracement is a 1x. Parabolic is an 8x from here. KSM. Solnick, my number one 100x play. Sounds good. All right, let's take a look at DOT. Think we go lower? Lower than what? Lower than what? You know what I mean? Are you talking about Bitcoin? Are you talking the total market cap? What are we talking here? Are we talking altcoins? What are we talking? Do you think dump on Rose will ever stop, or DCA is the best now? I think I think Rose has gotten the macro spring on the total market cap. Let me give you my downside targets on the total market cap. Whoopsies. All right, let's find the total market cap. We're at 3.2 trillion. We're at the 702 for the total market cap. Flirting with the, yeah, so listen, we could come back to 3 trillion. That wouldn't be crazy. That would be a back test of the prior range. That'd be downside. Upside targets, the next leg is going to take you to 4.5 trillion. That would be an insane amount of liquidity, by the way. It's not a crazy amount of ROI, right? If you're just buying the total, which I don't know that you can even do that. It's only 42% from here. But 42% flowing into the total is going to be insane. I will say the total market cap was the same thing. It was on a downtrend. You know, we were talking about this. It was on a downtrend, and this is what we know. When it's on a downtrend, it breaks it slowly and then suddenly. So, you know, the difference between getting an all-time high of 3.73 trillion and then 4.5 trillion is literally going to be like a week. I think any dips we get from between now and, you know, the next few months are for buying. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to go long. Got some Rose, 7.5 cents, now 3.4 cents DCA. Yeah, I think Rose is a good spot here. Jo says total market cap possibly hit 8 trillion, run out of the question. No, I don't think that's out of the question at all. I think that that's reasonable. My target is 6 trillion, 7 trillion, and then 8.8 trillion. How no one is talking about LCX. I think LCX is a really good value here. I think it's a really good value. What's your thoughts on Congress passing a stable coin bill next week? Am I predicting that they're going to? Is that what you're asking me? It says WTF is going on. Alts are bleeding. Yeah, bro. Like after it did 89%, what is going on is Ethereum in 30 days just did, I don't know, how many years of stock market gains is that? 8? 12? 12 years of stock market gains in 30 days. That's what happened, right? Everyone wants a dip. Everyone wants to buy the dip until the dip actually happens, and then it's WTF's going on, bro. I thought it was up only. Ethereum just did 89% in 30 days. That's what's going on. Press the like button. I agree. Spam that like button. My God. Hard to wrap my mind around that much money. So right about that. 2.2 XRP, 140 Sol, 100K Bitcoin, 220 ETH. Thoughts? What are you asking me, bro? Are you asking me if those are good targets? Is this market oversaturated? Ross, how many people in your real life do you know that have crypto? How many people in your real life do you know that has over $1,000 worth of crypto? In your real life, how many people do you know that have over $1,000 worth of crypto? I know like 5 people. Maybe 5. So no, I know way more people than 5 people. I know maybe 5 people in my real life that own crypto, and this is my job. Referring to overall coins, Ski. So you're saying are there too many coins? Yeah, there's too many coins. But guess what? The market has a way of working itself out, and that's what's going to happen. The strong are going to survive and thrive, and what's nonsense is going to die. Is it possible to calculate individual coins dominance based on total market cap of 7 trillion? Yeah, you can look up like not every coin will give you this, but there's ETH dominance, right? There's XRP dominance, and you could also just look at the market cap. So let's just say, you were trying to figure out, I don't know, Link dominance, right? Let's say you wanted to know Link's dominance, and let's say Link's market cap was, I don't know, 500 billion. And let's say the total market cap was 5 trillion. So in order, all you would do is just divide this number by this number. and then it would tell you the percentage of that dominance. You know what I'm saying? Like, what percentage does Link equal the total market cap? You could figure that out with any coin. You would just divide the market cap of the coin that you want to figure out by the total market cap, and that will give you the percentage. Does that make sense? Boom, boom, boom. Told you we were cooked. When did you tell me that? No one's told me anything for a month. It's over. No one's told me nothing since April 20th. I don't know, bro. I went long at 74,000. Are you telling me now at 100,000 it's over? I went long at 78,000. I went long when Ethereum was $1,700. When Ethereum just did 12 years of stock market gains in 30 days, that's over to you? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. 12 years of stock market gains. Your entire, like, if you were to do 20 years in the Army and contribute to your TSP for 20 years, it would be like 60% of your entire career was just done by Ethereum last month. That's not over. You just know, I read everybody's messages, so that's how I know you're lying. I know you're lying. Crypto markets and waves, guys. Feels like it's over. Bro, you guys are so emotional. So emotional. Do you know that Bitcoin is down 0.2% today? Is that what we're talking about right now? Ethereum is down 1.7% today, 1.79%. It's over. It just did 89%, and now it's down 2%. We're cooked. Oh God. One up, is that you? I personally don't think a majority of crypto investing participates general public look that far into coins. That's my concern. Yeah, that's a reality. What onboards new people into crypto? Greed. I call it getting baptized by the fire, and generally most people go through that, myself included. For me, it was back in 2017. Getting baptized by the fire. Of FOMOing. Buying the top. You don't have to do that. You could learn from my mistakes and other people's mistakes as a new investor, but generally that's what happens. Bull run already happened. Don't lie to these people. Here's what I know happened last month. Documented video evidence. From April 7th, I have more than doubled my trading account. That's what I know happened. What I know happened is I went long at $78,000. I went long at $1,700. That's what I know happened. Here's what I know happened. I bought Bitcoin at $16,000 and told my audience to do the same. I bought Bitcoin at $20,000 and told my audience to do the same. I bought Bitcoin at $25,000 and told my audience to do the same. That's what I know happened. Here's what I know happened. Is everyone are talking out of both sides of their mouth. They want to say 4-year cycle over. See you in 4 years. Here's what I know happened. This was distribution, just like in 2021, April through November, distribution. This was your markdown, just like in 2022. This was accumulation. This was accumulation. We even had the war pullback, just like the war in Israel. Bitcoin has broken and crypto has broken a downtrend. That's what I know. This is what is called a disbelief rally. As in retail, as in Medidio, does not believe it and is sold already. That's what I know. If you had 2,500, which coins would you buy? I would buy top value coins. It depends on your time frame. Listen, there's different. That's not a, you know. You think Medidio sold? Yeah, he probably sold at 74K, and is pissed that we're at 100K. That's probably what happened. What do you think, Link, you see going? All right, let me go back to the other dude's question. Listen, there's not a cookie cutter answer. In reality, you said you have $2,500. What should you buy? In reality, you should start with your time horizon. And what does this $2,500 mean to you? Is this your life savings or is this play money? Did you borrow this money from your father-in-law? Or is this just extra money you have, right? Like, you got to figure that out. Then once you figure that out, now, what's your time horizon? Do you need this money in the next 3 months? Or can you be in the market for 3 years? Or 10 years, right? The answer is different. If you need the money in 3 months and you borrowed from your father-in-law and this is your life savings, I would say that maybe it's not the right time. If it's play money, I would go into the blue chips and my top value plays. My top values as of the time of recording are Solnic, H&T, Rose, ICP, Shiba, Dent, VeChain, Naka, IOTA, Flux, Theta, Krill, Suki, Raven, Dynex, Dot, LCX, Sauce, Hehe, Crow, Phantom, News, One, XYO, ADA, Link, XNO. What I would do is research the white papers on any of these projects and see which one resonates with you in DCA. All right, someone asked me about Link. My targets for Link are $38 minimum, $78 medium case, and $178 is my bull case scenario. Why is Bitcoin holding but alts are dumping? Right here. Bitcoin dominance. Okay, so we've talked about this a lot. In my opinion, on Bitcoin dominance, this was the UTAD, which is the reverse of a spring. So you have your buying climax, your automatic reaction, your secondary test, your up thrust goes higher than the buying climax, your UTAD goes higher than the up thrust, right? This is textbook Wyckoff distribution. Buying climax, automatic reaction, secondary test. You have your up thrust that goes higher than the buying climax. The UTAD goes higher than the buying climax. Now, when we look in at the UTAD, what you see is this is the reverse of a spring. You have a big push, and then you come back up. This is probably the 618 retracement, somewhere in there. If you were to pull a Fibonacci from the top to the bottom, this move right here is probably your 618 Fibonacci retracement. Okay? When we zoom in on Bitcoin dominance, in my opinion, That's what we're working on. So why is Bitcoin flat, but the alts are dumping? Right here, because it's working on the spring. And in my opinion, if my theory is correct, we're going to come up to about somewhere between 63.7 and 64.5. And then we're going to roll over and make a new low. So that's why. So this is opportunity. VeChain predictions, 20 cents, 40 cents, 60 cents. Those are my high, medium, low. Worst case scenario. In the worst case scenario, is Link going under $12? Is it going under $12? I don't think so. I don't think so. I would be shocked if we take out this low right here. And then $12, I mean, that's a lot of support. That's a lot of support. All this would be support. Let's draw this out for you. So $12 right here. All of this would be support. You know what I mean? And then you zoom out over here. Bring it further. And then we go, not a lot over on to the left, but there's a lot right here. This is all support. This is all support. So I'd be shocked if we go under 1350, to be honest. 1330. You watch daily? Thoughts on Soba? I'm pretty sure the creator of Soba is not in Soba anymore. I don't want to FUD it, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. So, yeah. That's a no for me. What's up, Sonic community? What up, brother? Good to see you here. XYO predictions, 10 to 20 cents. Do I watch the daily? What are you talking about, daily? Like, are you talking about the candles daily, or are you asking me if I stream daily? The chart. Yeah, I mostly look at the daily. Yes, that's correct. I also look at the 5 hour, the 3 day, the 5 day, the weekly, the 2 weekly, the monthly. It depends on what I'm looking for, but generally I don't come under the 3 hour. That's about as low of a time frame I look at. When do you see altcoins running? In my opinion, like we just talked about this, Bitcoin dominance is working on distribution. Okay? For confirmation, what I don't want to see is going above 64.5% Bitcoin dominance. If we hold that and we don't go above that, that means that this is the spring, the reverse of the spring, which is UTAD. Okay? So Bitcoin dominance, we look at it. You have your buying climax, your automatic reaction, your up thrust goes higher than the buying climax, the UTAD goes higher than the up thrust. That is textbook, literally from the text of Wyckoff distribution. We have your buying climax, automatic reaction, up thrust goes higher than the buying climax, UTAD goes higher than the up thrust. And in my opinion, that's what we've had. We've had the worst of it as far as Bitcoin dominance goes, and are somewhere in this move right here. And what you see is you have a big plunge, and then you have a dead cat bounce. This is probably to the 618 retracement. I don't know for sure, but it looks like it. Right? And then you make a lower low, a lower high, and then you start really falling off a cliff. So when is alt season? When this continues. That's the next phase. This needs to continue. And confirmation is right here. The first plunge. A dead cat bounce to the 618. That's where I think we're going to go. 64% is very probable. What I don't want to see is us going above 65%. That would probably invalidate this. But I don't think so right now. It looks fine to me. Looks absolutely fine to me. Shiba prediction. I think Shiba will do a 5x from here. Moonbeam. Okay, I don't like that this is still making lows. If it gets invalidated, what do you look for? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't think it's going to get invalidated. What is the inflation on this? It would just mean we're not as far along as I thought we were. That's what it would mean. Smooth operator. Not a lot. Acceptable amount. It looks like there was past inflation, though. He's a smooth operator. Retracement is $3. I'd be very conservative there. And let's pull a micro. Micro is 42 cents. What's your latest prediction on timing? It's still the same. November of 2025, I think, is Euphoria. That's what I've been saying forever. ICP to $100, I think so. I think that's, I mean, I'm going to be de-risking a lot at $35. That's my bear case scenario. But I think that there's a reasonable plausibility that ICP gets to $100. Yes. All right. Is your timing on November? I don't care about the timing, but yeah. That's the truth. I really don't care at all. That's just what I've been saying. And I don't see anything to say that we're different than that now. In reality, though, timing is not... I don't know anyone that's good at timing. I'm not good at timing. I just look for structure. When I see distribution, when I see euphoria and feel euphoria, I'm going to let you know. That's not what this is right now. Can you do Ondo? I think Ondo will do a 3x from here. Also, November is the second highest performing month in crypto. That definitely is a factor. SYN. Are we having any lagginess or anything like that? Because I am very pleased if not. This is a pretty good setup that is going to work really well, I think. SYN, same thing. I don't like that it's still making new lows. You could call it the spring. I would de-risk at the retracement. $1. I mean, that's a 10x. What's the highest performing month? April. April, and which that just happened, right? Bitcoin did what was the percentage that it did in April? From April 7th. Ethereum is up 89% or something crazy. Since last month. Yeah, 89% on Ethereum. Bitcoin was up. What was Bitcoin up? 38%. That's literally the average for Bitcoin. Is that because of tax refunds? I don't know what that's for. That's just there's a chart. It's called the seasonality chart, and it shows you not lagging here. Okay, good. And we have a good clean feed on TikTok as well. Was lagging on X. No lagging. Okay, good. Two CD week April. What are you saying? 2 CD week April. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Smooth operator. Oh, tax return? Yeah. Could be. I don't know what it is. It doesn't make sense why November is the second highest performing month too, though. This is cool, man. I got the EcoFlow over here. I got the entire stream running off of an off-grid solar system. I just wanted to test it and work out the kinks. So we got my laptop, the microphone, the light, the camera, the second monitor. All that is running off of this battery bank over here, which was being powered by solar. So that's really cool. I'm pumped to bring that to the farm because I got the T-Mobile 5G hotspot really wherever. So I'm pretty pumped. So alts run in June. I think there's a good chance that we make another leg higher in May. Just for perspective, April 7th. Bitcoin did 40% from that time. It always feels like the end of the world until it's not. It feels like the end of the world until it's not. Every dip feels like, like, oh my God, we're cooked until it's not. Smooth operator. All right. By the way, guys, I'll be off tomorrow. Tomorrow's the wife's birthday. Jesus. Tomorrow is the wife's birthday. So I'll be off tomorrow, but I am flipping my normal day off, which is Sunday. We're going to flip that. So I'm going to stream on Sunday. I'm excited to bring more content. So this setup right here is going to be the podcast setup. So that is coming very, very soon. Lots of content. My brother, he's coming to stay with me and help with the channel. He's going to help with editing. He's going to help with creating graphics, all that stuff. And he's going to help on the recording me doing a lot of the behind the scenes stuff on the crypto channel, and then the sports channel. He's going to be kind of the head of that. So that's going to be cool. So if y'all thought that one ski was a lot, just wait till there's two skis working on the same thing. It's going to be crazy. Mike is running in and out on YouTube, unless it's me. I'll watch it back and check it out. I'm not sure. This is the first time I've ever used this mic. This is a completely different mic than what I'm normally using. Happy birthday, Mrs. Ski. Thank you. I'll tell her. Smooth operator. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what? Are we good? Um, all right, cool. I'm glad that we got this out of the way. I wanted to make sure it's hot in here. I don't sorry I'm late, guys. No problem here. All right, cool. Yeah. So, but I won't be late anymore. No more late next week. Okay? I promise. I promise. No more late starting Sunday. Uh yeah, I built this wall all day. That's what I was doing. I put some pictures in the Telegram. I showed it. But all right, guys, that's going to be it for this time. I'm going to get some rest. I'll be off tomorrow. I'll be uploading some videos. I'll be off tomorrow. Celebrate my wife's birthday with her. And I'll be uploading some videos. Lots of content is coming at you. The podcast is coming at you. My brother's going to be here on the 30th. So that's going to be crazy how much I'm going to be able to get done. So I'm very excited for that. I also have 2 recording setups now. So that's good as well. So, but that's going to be it for this time. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. There's no outro. Sorry. Peace, love, prosperity. God